Alright my friends, so as you can see we just got a new PV from Honkai Star Rail, which is called The First Dawn of Destiny, and we got actually a look at 2 of the 4 unknown characters from the Flame Chasers, or basically the Tribios heirs. So we are going to talk about everything that we have in this PV, and I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now before we start, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And without any further ado, let's just get started. So first of all, we have basically Tribios' story or backstory, where we get to see that she was actually a priest, and she was basically praying for the gods. Unfortunately though, after the black tide came and the problems started, the gods lost their connection to humans, and their prayers weren't basically being answered anymore. The gods were completely out of connection for humans, and therefore after Tribios understood that the gods can't do anything to help humans anymore, she understood that it's up to humans to save themselves and to save Amphoreus from the black tide. And that's when she basically started her journey, and we can see here basically how her model looks like. She looks absolutely gorgeous, and I will never forgive Honkai Star Rail for not giving us this design as the playable character instead of whatever children we got as the playable character. This is absolutely ridiculous. You have this gorgeous design and you decide to sell us the little kids? Like, seriously? Come on, man, come on. Either way, as you can see here, she basically just gets divided into 1,000 different Tribios. 1,000, not 3, but 1,000 different Tribios. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. Look at how many Tribios there are. 1,000 different Tribios. And every single one of them has its own job to do. They are going to basically be divided on the entirety of Amphoreus, and each one of them is going to do their job, and they will try to gather all of the Tribios heirs, the heroes with the golden blood, to basically save Amphoreus. And then from here it gets extremely interesting, because from here we get to see some very important stuff about the Tribios heirs that we already know, and some stuff about 2 of the unknown Tribios heirs as well. So first of all, we start with Casterus, and as you can see for Casterus, she says, like you, some will be trapped in the past. So apparently Casterus is just trapped in the past, and we already know that because she is trying to get back her basically other half from Thanatos, the basically Titan of Death and Annihilation. And this pretty much happened when she was a kid, when she was very young, and therefore she is still trapped in that past. She can't basically get out of it. So that is already done. Now when we go to the next one, we see actually a new Tribios heir. This is one of the 4 that we don't have any information about. I believe that we do have actually her name, and that is Cerydra. I believe that this is actually Cerydra, which is the last one, the last character that is shown from the Tribios heir in their very first trailer, where they show us all of them. And she is one of the characters, one of the 4 characters that were basically unknown, and now we have actually a look at her model. At least we don't see her face, unfortunately, but we do see her model, and her model looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at these bat wings here. This is just ridiculous. She has basically some type of a crown here, which looks really cool. I think that this one is going to be related to the, or no, actually we already have one that is related to Thanatos, which is Casterus. Who is she going to be related to? She looks very similar to actually Thanatos, so I don't know. We will see. Either way, this one is going to bury time itself, so yeah, get ready for some crazy stuff here. Then we see a Dragonite, and then we go to some crazy stuff here. So some will discard their humanity. So apparently these three characters are going to discard their humanity. I mean, in the case of Cypher, it's very clear. She became a cat. But here is the crazy thing. What the hell is this? Is this Dr. May? She literally looks exactly the same as Dr. May when it comes to the face. And this is, by the way, Hysilens or something like that is her name. This is the one. I think that this is the first one from the 4 characters that are unknown. So we have now basically a look at the first one and the 4th one. The only 2 that are left are the 2 in the middle. And I think that one of them is actually going to be March 7th. So there is only one character from the 4 that we don't know about, that we still don't know anything about. I think that one of them, the first one is this one, which is Hysilens, and then we have March 7th, and then we got basically the character here, which is basically, or then we have the character that we don't know anything about, and lastly we have the character here, which is Cerydra. So as you can see, we have actually so much information in this video, way more than what we would expect from a video like this. So we will see. Either way, we go then to basically Hysilens and Anaxa, and what they are saying here is some will forfeit their life. So they are trying to tell us that these 2 characters are most likely going to die. Now, are they going to really die? I don't think so, because they already did it multiple times, and at the end of the day all of them returned to life for no reason at all and without any problem. So I don't think that they are going to kill these 2 characters either. Some people like to take Misha and Gallagher as basically a proof that characters can die, even though none of these characters died. Misha was never alive in the first place. He was just a memory left by basically the watchmaker. He was not a character that is alive. And Gallagher is a follower of the Enigmata, and just like what he said, the followers of the Enigmata just disappear every time they finish their job, and that's just what it is. None of them died, and none of them was even a 5-star in the first place to begin with, and none of them was a character that anybody cared about. So no, these 2 characters are most likely going to have the exact same fate as basically Firefly, where they are going to be looking like they are going to die, and then at the end of the day they are going to live a happy life. Nothing is going to happen to them, and nothing is going to be bad about them. Either way, we move on. Every time they try to act as if something bad is going to happen, I just can't take it, because they already proved that nothing bad is going to happen in this story. Either way, we have here Phainon, and they are saying some will become utterly alone. Isn't he already utterly alone? Like, seriously, he lost his village. We don't know what happened exactly. He might be the one who destroyed it in the first place, but either way, he already lost everything that he had, and he is utterly alone, so that fits for him. But outside of that, he is going to become basically a friend with multiple characters. He is going to have the Crisis heir with him, so I don't think that he is going to be exactly utterly alone. But yeah, this fits very well for Kevin. He should be utterly alone, because that's what Kevin is always. If you played basically Honkai Impact 3rd, you know how utterly alone basically Kevin is. So yeah, this fits very well for the theme of Kevin for Phainon. So that's perfect. And then we move on to the final one, which is basically our boy Mydei, and they say some will lose everything, and he did lose everything. He lost his kingdom, he lost his god, he lost everything, his people,
Tribios.
Everything was gone. So the only character that has actually Phainon has a crazy past as well, except if it is him who did it in the first place, because there is a chance that it could be him who destroyed his own village and killed Cyrene. That is a possibility for sure. But if it's not him, then he and Mydei has actually the craziest backstory ever between all of the Crisis heirs that we know their backstory right now. We might get some others that has even crazier backstories, but for now, Mydei and Phainon has actually the craziest ones. And that's pretty much it for this video. They actually move on and they say that Tribi is going to do her job now. So yeah, basically, as you saw, we got a lot of lore and designs for the two characters that we didn't know anything about, so that's really cool. I would love to hear your opinion about everything that we went through in this video in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And until next time, see you as always in the next video.